Hey there, sports fan. Robo here for Caravel Gaming. Exciting time right now with the new sort of flux of beta keys that are being handed out. Means lots of new players, so might well turn out that some of my opposition are a bit easier than usual. I know, that's surprising, right? Though, on the opposite side, we could have an influx of players who basically been watching my videos for the past month and actually on to push over. So, well, we got a few dailies to do here: Rogue Warrior or Mage Shaman, and of course any 3 victories. I wonder whether I'll manage that. Tempted with a little bit of Rogue. Haven't played too much of it. Maybe we'll get offered it. No, we are not offered it. We did have a sizable patch, so I just want to check actually. Just want to check whether mind control is 10 mana yet. Haven't actually looked to see whether oh no, it's still 8 mana. There we go. Still 8 mana, so maybe Priest is the way forward today. So, 2-hour video if I get to 9 wins, right? Wow. That's a harsh one. That is indeed a harsh one. Cabal Shadow Priest is okay, but I also like me some Sea Giant. This bad boy is good times. I feel we've got to go with him. Well, 2 pretty weak cards, a Priest and a playable Northshire Cleric. Ugh. Here we go. It's gonna be one of those days, right? Probably has to be the silence, since we might not get another silence. Oh, and there's another silence with 2 cards I'm not a fan of. So I am a huge fan of Temple Enforcer. I love this guy. So good in arena. You just have to make sure you're ahead ever so slightly on tempo. In other words, you start the turn with another minion in play, and you just create a huge dude. 3 weak cards again. It's going to have to be the Gnomish Inventor, because, you know, it's just better than these 2 cards. It's still really weak. Now this one's a little bit more interesting, because typically Raging Worgen ain't that great with Priest, you know, because you're going to heal it, and you're going to take the Enrage off. So it might just be better to take the Jungle Panther here, because it trades up, so you can kill 4/4s, you know, and stuff like that. And also it's kind of a guaranteed swing because it's got stealth. Another Temple Enforcer. We're going to take that over the Shadow Word Pain here, just because I think they're just so immense. And we're definitely taking a Dark Iron Dwarf. These guys are fantastic as well. And in fact, you know, it turns the Gnomish Inventor into something actually useful. Well, this pick's pretty easy. Mana Addict's crap. Demolisher is a terrible card. Like, if you're behind in a game, Demolisher doesn't do anything, you know. You make it for 3 mana, and then your opponent just kills it with his minions and takes no damage back because it's only got a power of 1. However, Defender of Argus is immense, so that's a beautiful card to pick up there. This is definitely Razorven Hunter we're going to pick here. I'm not an Inner Fire fan. too specific. You know, you need like some loads of cards, and you end up just playing terrible cards because of it. You end up paying like 4 mana for a 1/7, or 1 mana for a 0/4. And if you don't get your Inner Fire, it's just looks terrible. So, interesting pick here, Fen Creeper. I like a lot, but I think we have to take the Holy Smite here. We need to have some control in the early game. This is a pretty easy pick of Injured Blade Master. Obviously we can heal him up, so for 5 mana you get a 4/5. If you have the 5 mana immediately. He really wants me. This game is just pushing these silences onto me. You know, imagine if those were like Chillwind Yetis. I think I would have won the game now. Like my 4th Chillwind Yeti halfway through. Definitely Stranglethorn Tiger, again, stealth, so nice ability. And the cool thing is with stealth with Priest is you got a 5/5 that they can't touch. And then you can go and attack and kill their 4/4 and heal back up instantly, so which is really cool. A second Northshire Cleric. A second Stranglethorn Tiger. Like Divine Spirits as well. Every other card is one of those as well. It's, oh, 3 bad cards. Well, I'm never taking the Mind Blast. It has to be Nightblade here. Raid Leader just doesn't fit into the whole Priest thing. Last time we played Priest, I didn't get a single Holy Nova. It's looking that way again this time, isn't it? Four for 4/4, I guess, is okay. Again, not much going on early game-wise, so maybe a second Holy Smite here. I quite like Master Spell, actually, you know. A lot of people don't like it that much. I think it's okay. So I'm gonna pick it up. Hey, Shattered Sun Cleric. Where have you been all my life? Can't say I particularly want any of them. Holy Fire's probably the best of a bad bunch here. Well, we have to take some 2-drops. You know, that's just how it is. We're short here. Oh, both in the same. Oh, how'd you pick between these two? That's ridiculous. Wow. Dark Iron Dwarf probably has marginally more value. So, we're gonna go with that. Game wants me to take a Lightwell. I guess a second Master Spell's okay. Sorts me out for silences, right? Oh boy, these are some shockers today. Absolute shockers. Third Temple Enforcer, I guess we have to. It's quite an expensive deck, this, isn't it? I mean, third Stranglethorn Tiger as well, so we get to like make a Tiger and then maybe like follow it up with the Temple Enforcer time after time after time. Oh, look at that Dark Iron Dwarf. Well, we got so much going on at 4 mana here, we just have to take the Shattered Sun Cleric. We don't really have anything going on at 2 mana, which sucks. And our last pick is obviously going to be Shadow Form, because both Hungry Crab and Mountain Giant are pretty poor cards. So, no Holy Novas. No Mind Controls either. This is such a screwy draft. And really, no 2-drops. This is going to be awkward. I'll be very happy if I get to 7 wins. I mean, you know, the mid-game of the deck's solid enough. Well, I was hoping for some truly broken cards, and they didn't really show up for me. And I might well struggle if I go behind as well. Due to no holy nose, it's very hard to recover from a situation where you find yourself behind.
Anduin versus Jaina.
But we do have a fair few minions with stealth, which is obviously awesome against Mage. So, can't really afford to throw either of these back here. Oh, how lucky! Just about waste my turn 2 there, so I think we're doing great now against Mage. A 2-3, much prefer to a 3-2 against a Mage.
Let the pain speak to me.
That's absolutely fine. Not worried one bit about that. I guess we go with this guy, really. And put a Defender of Argus down next turn. Like, if he wants to spend this turn drawing cards, I'm just going to crush him. Now we could Dark Iron Dwarf here, and if he copies it, just bash that into it. Because obviously if we make a 3-3, play this as a 3-3, we probably have to run our 2-2 into it. Well, there's really no other way about this, so yeah, it's...
My shield for Argus.
That's fine.
My shield for Argus.
Die, landlubber.
Next turn we get to maybe put this guy down, heal him up straight away, and turn after Temple Enforcer. Not even a Frostbolt to go with it. I guess I just heal him up instead, right? Seems the much better choice. I'm gonna make this Hunter instead. If I make the Injured Blade Master, he can run that into that like that. So I'll make the Hunter instead.
Don't mess with Tusker.
And just heal this guy up.
Into the breach.
And as you can see, because on turn 3, he made a 1-3. You know, he's got all these cards in his hand, but he's got 8 cards in his hand, but he's just getting the tar beaten out of him by minions. Trade them off, beat him up. Or maybe we just trade those off there, because this is a little bit meatier. Or just make the big guy and just go straight to his face. It's also an option. Actually, I think the best option probably going to be this one.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Into the breach.
That's definitely a Flame Strike next turn. Inventor's probably fine to play this turn. I mean, oh, yeah, to bait this secret in case it's another one of those. Nope, it's not. So I guess we just. If I knew it wasn't a mirror entity, obviously we can play the Temple Enforcer and make this guy big. I'm shocked. Well, the funny thing is that he's still. You know, he's still behind on the tempo, and now a Flame Strike doesn't help him. Why Pyroblast my 6/6? Why would you ever Pyroblast that? Horrible play. Oh, do we go for it? Hit him for 10, put him to 3. Yeah, of course we do, because of Holy Fire. Did I say 3? I can't count. I meant 8. And also because it's on the big guy, he can't Flame Strike it either.
You win.
So, I mean, look how many cards he has in hand. 7 cards in there. This is definitely a Magic the Gathering pose, all about card advantage. You just can't afford to be making these 1/3s, you know, and like everyone keeps saying, oh, they're just so good because you get to draw 2 cards off them. They don't do any damage. Everyone's so reliant on the one Flame Strike in their deck to save them. You know, he didn't make any minions. I mean, he pretty much made no minions the entire game. And, you know, I say this in every Mage video that I do. Just make minions and mages are really good. It's that simple. So we need cheap spells against Pallies, or we're just going to get overrun here, especially going second. I maybe should have kept the silence. You know, that actually was a legitimate thing for me to consider there.
X marks the spot.
I guess I have to make a minion here. And I think it should probably be the Shattered Sun Cleric. Rather than the Injured Blade Master. Because the Blade Master's going to die. And I'd rather have the Blade Master.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
So this sucks because there's just a million things he can do here to just crush me now at this point. Going first as Paladin, you know, that's kind of what happens in this game. Like, oh look, there's a bubble. Yeah. I'm shocked. So like I said, you know, probably not going to be able to get back into this game now. pretty sure this one is over already. And that is the problem with this deck. Not enough 2-drops, and going second you just see how much it struggles, because you've got no Holy Nova to get yourself back into the game. Fortunately he wasted his turn there. So like I said, the cool thing about this 5/5 is he can't Blessing of Kings his guide to kill it, so, you know, I get to start the turn with my 5/5. And maybe Mass Dispel or something like that.
I wonder.
If he does go for a Blessing of Kings just to beat me up for 7. The thing is, he's probably going to play around... oh no, he's not going to play around Holy Nova. Mass Dispel really doesn't do that much here.
I must consider.
Pretty sure we can't get back into this game.
Reporting for duty.
Join or die.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him that one. There's no way back in for me from here. Drawing way too many cards. And I have just no way of dealing with multiple minions on one turn. So, let's not play this out, this charade. Going second sucks, especially when you don't have any 2-drops. And you have to waste your coin just to get back level with the other person. And the Argent Protector, you know, the game was over at that point. Like, as soon as you made that Argent Protector, it's like, yep.
The light shall bring victory.
My guy dies, your guy stays alive. And you get another guy. So again, the lack of 2-drops is just showing. However, our opponent is a bad player. So we actually have a chance in this game. Such a waste of a card, that upgrade.
Don't mess with Tusker.
So unless he's got an insane deck, I cannot see myself losing to him.
You shall not pass.
Yeah, he's playing Shield Bearer, so he's obviously lost. That seems pretty good about right now, doesn't it? Like, how lucky! It's a nice Shield Bearer you've got there. His deck just appears to be a hive of bad cards. The question is whether I can get all of my cards out fast enough. I'm not sure I can, so this turn's probably just the shadow form. Or we could, yeah, maybe this Stranglethorn Tiger's fine, to be honest. Yeah, just make more minions rather than less, so my Sea Giant gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
My shield for Argus!
So he seems to be a big fan of Whirlwind. I'm not a big fan of Whirlwind.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
You call that a way into the breach!
Well, we seem to have got his rush dealt with at this point, and there's just so much fat in my hand, and still being on 21 life. Wow, are you really going to attack me? You're actually going to try to rush a priest. Sorry. It's not going to work out so well for you, is it?
Push forward.
I commend him for trying, but it's quite a futile act.
Armor made to fit.
My blade be thirsty.
And he's finally realised he has to play his minions. Guess we throw this guy out first, right?
Done.
Push forward.
Oops. Getting a bit excited there, attacked with the wrong minion. Gave him like 1 extra armor there. So he's all out of cards, and I just have the most amazing hand, and he's still coming for me. What are you doing? It's not going to end well for you. You really should trade off here, especially since I've got like 27. Let me just see whether you're dead, huh? Yeah, turns out I'm 1 mana short. Go. It's got a really good card to deal me 14 damage this turn.
Thank you.
He got halfway there. Why are you attacking me? Why are you not conceding? Right. Pass the turn, concede. Not gonna let you get the killing blow. Trying to claim the moral victory. But yeah, you can see this deck struggles against the early game. Right, the late game's insane, but every time cards are off, we'd be like, are any of those cards, any of them say 2 mana on them? Nope, okay. Let's have another 3. No, still not 2 mana. And so because of that, you're hoping for 2 things. 1, you get to go first, or 2, they don't have a fast start.
The light shall burn you.
I'm going to keep the owl. A lot of priests do like their light spawns and stuff like that, so I'm not going to throw the cleric out turn 1 in case he makes a 3/2. You know, it just basically kills my cleric. Yeah.
To play with fire?
I'm fine just playing the owl and just you know, trading with his 3/2. That seems cool. Watch him make a rifleman now.
My eyes are open.
Seems cool.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So this is the situation we want to be in, where we've got a minion out, he doesn't. Feel a lot happier. I'm shocked at Shadow Word Pain.
You wanna blow something up?
Wow, that's the first Mad Bomber I've ever seen that hits his opponent 3 times.
Don't mess with Tusker.
So we could use this Northshire Cleric to distract his Mad Bomber.
Is someone injured?
You know, we just throw it out there just to get him to attack it. And then use the boar, maybe, I don't know, finish it off, see if he doesn't heal it up. I just want to start the turn with a minion in play so I can throw this Dark Iron Dwarf down and buff something up and beat one of his guys up.
I got the best deals anywhere.
There we go.
You call that a way?
Sucks steel.
So, you know, it's okay to throw the occasional card like that just to sort of get the board position out there. Oh, there's so many big guys you could have here. So many big guys, yeah. We just knew it was going to be a Temple Enforce. It's like, yeah, that was guaranteed.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Right away.
But luckily we're still trading 2 for 2 there because he used the silence on the 1/3. So, you know, we gain 1, we lose 1, so to speak.
To Northrend!
Amazing. Just getting savaged now, so I think this one is close to over unless we get something incredible like this. How lucky! That's super sick.
Push forward.
But if he has a mind control, there's no way back into this game now. Nothing we can do.
Someone injured?
Instead, he's just going to make bad cards. Awesome. So happy at you making bad cards. Fills me with such joy. I'm just going to take it out as Holy Nova range there. Swing and a miss from the Stampeding Kodo. Urgh. Pretty bad Holy Fire, but I don't even want to waste it on the 3-5, to be honest. I mean, we're better just beating it up, to be honest.
Push forward. They'll never know what it is.
So we had a couple of sticky turns in this game.
You have better.
Yep, he's realised he's taking 18. That's how it should be when you know you're going to lose. Suck it up. Hit concede, don't play it out. I just had this feeling, that little feeling that Mind Games was going to get my 6-6, and sure enough it did. Well, to be fair, there isn't really much small it could have taken.
Anduin!
You know, it's normally a pretty bad card, but it's actually pretty good against me.
The light shall bring victory.
Yeah. None of those, thanks. Ah. Well, at least we're going first. I mean, so I've got that going for me, right? But, again, you know, lack of early game is just going to cripple me here.
Put this apple on your head.
Need some help? No help. This game is close to over now. Especially if he follows it up with another one. If he just armors up, I've got a chance.
Back to work!
And now we get the 2-drop that would have been insane the previous turn.
Don't mess with Tusker!
Very, very annoying. So we were one turn away from actually being able to do something. You know, if we like the Blood Cell Radio come down turn 2, fine, happy days, and we probably get control of the board. But wasting that turn 2, you know, if he's got an aggressive start to, we're probably just straight up dead. Yep, the ghoul, right on cue. Looking like having to be a master spell at this point. I really don't see any choice other than a master spell here.
Suck steel!
We've already taken way too much damage as it is.
Join or die, or both.
Now if I had a Holy Nova, I mean look how good that would be right now. As it is, we are screwed because we didn't get either of our smites. Like a Holy Smite again, you know, like on a 5-1, bang. prevent like 15 damage. Nah. No way back into this game. You know, I'm on 5 life this turn. And he's just got so many cards, so he just has to make one weapon at any point in the rest of the game.
For the Lord Chief!
Yep, I'm giving him that one. There's no way I can deal with 4 minions next turn. There's no card in the deck. Like, even if I draw a smite there, he still has 1 minion, I'm at 1 life. Yeah, I'm dead. So you can see how important certain cards are in Arena to just give you a chance, and how important that 2 mana play is. You know, that all came down to me drawing the Bloodsail Raider a turn too late. You know, opening hand, threw it all away, got back another opening. So I looked at like 8 cards without a 2 or a 1 drop in there. Like even a smite would have helped me out there.
I will fight with honor.
The light shall bring victory.
Oh, this is just some hilarious stuff, isn't it? It's absolutely tragic. Look, wow, where were these? Where were these before? This is like the perfect hand. Oh, this is crazy. This is exactly what I wanted against the warrior.
Well met.
And this is also awesome because I get to make a 2/3.
Greetings.
Which means that Argent Protector is no longer a threat to me.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Now, I could actually just take out his 2/1 there, because obviously he can't buff the 3/2, but he can Argent Protector the 3/2, you know, can't put a Blessing of Kings or anything on it. But I still feel taking out the Fairy Dragon is probably better.
Reporting for duty.
So now we're just going to focus on killing every single minion he makes for the rest of the game. It's not a bad choice, Holy Smite. We have to possibly consider playing around a Consecration, however. I mean, if I play this, and then Holy Smite, I'm walking into a Consecration quite badly, so let's play this guy instead.
Push forward.
And save the Smite. Save the Smite for if you make something big, like a Chillwind Yeti.
Let me think. Reporting for duty.
And same again.
Push forward.
You know, don't let consecration crush you.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
I guess we just holy fire here, right? Oh well, the 5/5 can beat up the 2/2, and he still can't consecrate, so...
Push forward.
Well, I mean, he can consecrate, but... still only kills this guy, which is what it would have done anyway.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
And now you see how bad Gnomish Inventor is again.
Push forward.
So again, just keeping guys out of consecration range, that's like the only card that troubles me. And just building up the board as my opponent just makes, you know, just a bunch of weak minions, really. On hitting you for 17, so it's got to be good.
Or die.
It's not good. Not good at all. Not actually realised his life total. I like the way that they also say well played as well. So maybe if you hadn't realised you've won, and then they say well played, and you're like, oh, you're at that amount of life. Oh yeah, I've won. So can be a bad. I mean, you know, I've had people who've had lethal on me a few times, and I've had lethal a few times myself and missed it. But then, you know, if your opponent suddenly goes well played, you're like, oh, why thank you for telling me what to do.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall
These
bring
Temple Enforcers. Ah. So crazy. So crazy. Wow. It's a pretty awesome hand going second. Coin into this. And play one of these.
Hello.
Greetings.
So we're going to lead out with the 3-2. Because on turn 2 I can play a 2-3 and then I can buff it up to 3-4. Because your opponent's going to be making like a 3-3, more than likely, so this just allows me to keep my guy alive, kill his, and then the turn after he has to use like his Fire Blast to kill it, which is his entire turn, because he'll have like 4 mana. Okay, that's cool. That works awesomely for me. Might have a Cone of Cold next turn.
X marks the spot.
You could say, Ribber, why didn't you just heal up your 3-2? Because I prefer having the 2-3.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Die, landlubber.
So if you get really lucky, he's got something like a 3-3 this turn. That would be amazing. Or if he just like a Cone of Coals or something, my dudes. I just play the Cleric and heal and draw a card. Okay, that works.
Push forward.
Die, landlubber.
Ooh. Could have Master Dispel to remove that. Nah. Just make my own.
Die, landlubber.
Save the Northshire Cleric for when we can get some value out of it. Didn't really work out so well for him there. Oh, he didn't even bother attacking. Which is amazing. And I love him so much for doing that.
Die, landlubber.
Push forward.
He probably should have traded off when he had the chance. Can't target that, it has stealth. Can't target it, it still has stealth. Had stealth last time you tried to target it, still has stealth now. So it's a polymorph or a fireball. Could hit him for 8. Probably better just to trade off.
Die, landlubber.
Since I just have more of these guys. Keep throwing him out. Well, we know where the fireball or the polymorph's going this turn, right?
What to do? What to do?
Nothing if not predictable.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Is someone injured?
So this gets the flame strike out of him, if he's got one.
Well played.
Your magic shall not save you.
Wasn't the greatest.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Thank you.
Yeah, why didn't he just play these out earlier? These are all awesome cards.
Push forward.
Especially Mr. Worgen. He's a pretty cool guy. So he had a decent deck, he was just unlucky with his opening hand. I mean, my opening hand was pretty nuts. But he was kind of let down, you know, it was that turn where he left his 4-2 in stealth, instead of just trading when he had the chance. I think he was hoping I would attack him, and then he could flame strike all of my guys away, and he'd be left with a couple of guys, but it doesn't work that way.
Anduin versus.
Really need to go first against
I
Paladin.
will fight with honor.
Oh dear. Well, I'm going first, but another one of these hands. Probably have to throw this back as well, just to desperately get a 2-mana dude. Yep, this'll do. Temple Enforcer just comes right back.
Is someone injured?
So we can take the 1-3, because if he coins into a 3-2 we can smite it. And if he coins into a 2-3, we can attack it with the 1-3 and then holy smite it as well. Look at this awesome turn 2. Yeah, let's silence my own guy. That would be a cool play, right? Wow. Wow, he's done nothing again.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well, that is awesome sauce as far as I'm concerned. I have survived the early game rush, and now I get to play Hearthstone from just a really good position. No! No! That is sad times from him.
Right away.
Push forward.
Need one of my Dark Iron Dwarfs here, as obviously we're going to come up against a big guy.
What we do.
Not a big guy. He's fine, we just silence it and beat it up, right?
Push forward.
Seems fine.
Right away.
Job's done.
But, you know, I'd much rather this be like a Chillwind Yeti or something like that, just like a big guy that can really threaten him here.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Get in there and fight, maggot!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Wow, so he had all these dudes, but had really nothing to show for it. I think this is just the best play, right? Okay. If we play this first, because it's 2 more minions, this will become 3 mana, so we can do both.
Consider.
Don't mess with Tusker!
Hey, give me a minute.
Right away.
Job's done. Follow the rules.
That's fine. I can silence it back to 8-8. He's not going to like that when he sees it. Oh, really? Not taking out this guy? Seems to be on the weak side there. And he's like, yeah, I'm screwed.
is yours.
The old make my play then concede routine. I was going to kill him with a Dark Hand Dwarf there, but yeah. He would have put him to 2 life there. Like, all the Peacekeepers are amazing. They really are. I love those cards so much. And it does make me cry when I see it silenced. So this deck isn't a 9-win deck because of a lack of a Holy Nova and a real lack of stuff at 2 mana. Like that's what's crippled this deck. And you can see that. You know, you can see these opening hands of going, oh look, I've got nothing.
The light shall bring victory.
And this is actually an awesome hand. So we got the Holy Smite turn 1. If our opponent does do anything, we can coin into both of these for sort of turn 2, turn 3. Obviously I'd prefer this to be an actual 1-drop. Like maybe a Worgen would have been really good if we picked one of those up. So there's definitely a fair chunk of game to this deck. And now he's made a totem. This is definitely the play here. Because I can smite this and heal up next turn for 3 mana. Well, he manages to deal with it with 1 mana. I like this play because if he's got something like a Flame Tongue totem, we get to deal with it. Like if I make this and he puts, if he puts like a Raid Leader or something down after I make this, you can potentially take it out quite easily. And that again, goes back to why I like stealth. It just says, yeah, you know, you were planning something silly. It's not going to happen. Whatever silly thing you had planned, I will prevent. Same again, you know. Just make a big 5/5 with stealth. That his fire elementals can't touch. There's no chance of him like finishing it off, you know, doing it 3 damage and finishing it off with another spell.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
He's pretty good. He's a bad boy. Could also just make the Dread Courser pump it up this turn.
Blood and plunder.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
My shield for Argus. the power of the wings.
That's pretty good. Probably game. Just, all I can do here is just make a big guy. And this is what happens when you go second. You know, your opponent just can do more on his turn than you can ever do on your turn. That 1 mana is just so critical to everything. I mean, he got really lucky getting the taunt token. Like, if he doesn't make that...
Pass me that arc light spanner.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I could heal myself up there, but I don't want to lose this giant to just like 2 minions. Okay. So, gets lucky with the Bloodlust, and you know, that happens. But this deck never deserved to get to 9 wins. It's just... if you don't get enough 2-drops, you know, that's what happens. And likewise, you know, just that 1 turn where he has the taunt totem. If my 5/5 Tiger can take out his 4/4 because he didn't have the taunt, then he doesn't get to give it +1, he doesn't get to give it Wind Fury. So you can see how, you know, that 25% chance totally shaped the game. And that's maybe the one weak aspect to Hearthstone, is that, you know, like some of the random number generator stuff makes it a bit too brutal. You know, the fact that a lot of games come down to whether your Knife Juggler shot that minion or the player. Anyway guys, thanks for checking this video out. I thought I had a pretty weak deck today, so happy enough to at least get to 8 wins. And if you did like the video, you know, click the like button. I mean, that's all I ask for the 2 hours of work I put into these things. And until next time, ta-da!